Hi, my name is Cynthia Machuku. I'm a product manager at Revent. I started off as an intern, and right now I'm also able to mentor other interns on different projects in the organization. During my time at Revent, I've been able to pick up problem-solving skills, communication, and collaboration. I've also been able to communicate technical ideas clearly to different team members.
Hi, my name is Samuel Ekuma. I am a front-end developer. I started out as an intern. So essentially, I've developed technical skills on how to solve complex problems using front-end technologies, and I've also learned how to work with people. So beyond just writing codes, is also interacting with your cross-functional team, and that has been one of my biggest milestones.
So here I've learned the skills of collaboration with different teams, stakeholder management, and then communication. I'm proud of working on Flowmono e-sign application, which is an e-sign application that deals with workflow and automation. Then also Vibecash, which is also a fintech application.
I've built my communication skills, teamwork, and my collaboration skills working with developers. And I've also learned other skills like manual testing, automated testing, API testing, and using some other tools like Jira, Selenium, and Postman. One product I'm proud of working on is Flowmono Automate. It's a product that helps business to automate their workflow processes. And so far, I've been able to write test cases and detect bugs on the product that's been solved by most of the developers here.
I joined Revent as an intern. So far, I've gained various skills from backend development to communication skills to database design skills, software design skills. A key project I'm proud of working on is Flowmono Drive. It's a platform that allows users to organize their files and upload files on the cloud.
At Revent, I've learned a communication skill. I also learned product management, also front-end development skills like Angular, React, CSS, XCSS, so many.
I've gained communication skills and also skills as a backend developer, learning about C# and ASP.NET. I'm proud of working on the vendor procurement management system. So this system allows organizations to manage their vendors and also their procurement requests.
So far, I've gained major skills in product management, including writing product requirement documents, managing stakeholders, and also collaborating effectively with my team. I've worked on Flowmono Automate, which is a business process management tool, and also Optiva. On both projects, I've managed the timelines and also the team in delivering their deliverables.
One of the skills I've learned so far is testing of APIs, and I'm currently working on building my automation skills. One of the projects I'm proud of working on is the Flowmono e-sign platform, and I'm currently working on the vendor procurement and management system platform.
I would say I'm proud of working on Flowmono Automate. It's a workflow automation tool, finding bugs faster and the developers being able to fix them easier, and everything just coming together makes it nice, and I'm proud of being on a project where everything is knitted close together.
One of the skills I've learned so far is communication, as well as the agile mindset. And then on the technical side, I'd say I've learned a lot about like CQRS and architectural patterns. I'd say my biggest win was when I was able to get the basics down, getting the architectural patterns right, and finally being able to work, because it took a few months, finally being able to work on the project with them was a big achievement.
In terms of soft skills, I gained collaboration. I learned to work better with other people. I have a better work ethic, and my communication skills have also really improved. And in terms of the technical skills, I guess I've learned to use a lot of new frameworks to learn and relearn, basically.
My biggest win was when a feature I worked on was actually deployed on live projects. I could see that people were using it. It was a win for me.
For someone just starting out in tech, I would say they should stay curious, be open to feedback, and do not be afraid to ask questions. That's how you grow.
An advice I would give someone starting out in tech is to just be consistent, no matter what you see around you, even though you have experts around you that make you feel like you know nothing. Just be consistent and celebrate your small wins.
So my advice for you just starting out in tech, keep practicing, get a mentor, and follow through on your mentor's instruction.
There's no better time to start than now.
Just start and be consistent. And don't give up. You may get tired, but don't give up.
Don't be scared, don't feel overwhelmed. So start and continue to learn.
Advise that you have a lot of patience because it may look kind of frustrating in the beginning, but if you're able to persevere and be patient, and you'll surely get what you want.
The main goal is progress over perfection. Just keep learning and showing up.
For someone just starting out to tech, I'll advise them to just keep pushing.
Keep building, explore a lot, build apps, build websites, build servers, and then find what is actually most fun. So when things get frustrating, you know you chose what was most fun.
My name is Toby. I'm the front-end lead at Revent, and I mentor the interns.
My name is Gibleke Oshineke. I'm currently a back-end developer at Revent.
My name is Adewale Oluwatobi. I'm the quality assurance lead at Revent, and I currently mentor the QA interns.
My name is Oluwaseun, and I am a product manager at Revent. My journey here actually started as an intern, so I know firsthand what it feels like to be an intern at Revent.
I had a curriculum that I gave my students, and over time we were able to go through it and have success.
Revent's been a fast-paced company. One of my approaches is that we learn fast, we fail fast. So we jump on projects, client projects, and along the way you have the experience that you can get. You're working on real-life projects, you're seeing how people are interacting with your products. In that way, you're getting the experience. Customers are giving you feedback, you're fixing bugs, you're also solving issues. So you learn fast, you fail fast. So what I do basically is that I guide them through the fundamentals, and they have hands-on experience on the projects alongside reviewing their code and giving them corrections as need be.
My approach to teaching has been collaborative and also problem-focused, helping the interns to learn from their foundations and also applying real-world scenarios into their teachings. Yeah.
So my approach to teaching was really around mentorship rather than instruction. I wanted to create a safe space where interns could really ask questions, try out new ideas, and feel confident about their own knowledge.
So it was not a one-size-fits-all. Some took longer to learn some concepts, while some were faster. But at the end of the day, they were able to get it and become junior developers.
To be honest, some are fast, some are slow. Slow in the sense that they're not as fast as others, but there's progress. So progress in the sense that I can see that they're taking responsibility, they're taking ownership. I can as well delegate tasks to them as a team lead. So I can sense progress in them when I can delegate tasks to them without having any iota of doubt in their capability.
For progress, I noticed they were more open-minded, more collaborative, and also problem-solving oriented. So this allowed them to be independent in the way they approach their work, which also allowed them to work properly with their teams as well.
The growth was incredible. At the beginning, we had interns that would second-guess their ideas and their skills. But with time, we had interns that were more curious and more confident in their skills.
So I had a bucket of people. Some came from a technical background, some didn't. But I think the one that stood out most for me was someone that came from a medical background and was still able to catch up with the tech thing and end up becoming a junior developer.
All right, so as an intern, there's a way you can be so fixed to the culture in a particular place, and you're just more of, oh, this is how it is, this is how it has always been. But when I see when they come to me and bring new ideas, new perspective, new ways to implement things or to implement features to fix a bug and all of that, it's actually a surprise to me, and it's a good one. as a team lead?
So for standout stories, most of my interns are currently independent in the sense that they handle their projects by themselves. This allows me to focus on more tasks, allows me to focus on more projects, and also allows me to see how far they have gone in their mentorship.
Hi, my name is Oluchi Adimide, and I lead the engineering team at Revent. It's been incredible and exciting to watch our talents grow over time. They've been able to improve themselves from raw talents into capable professionals who can take ownership of real-world projects. Their problem-solving skills, their technical skills, and teamwork has improved significantly. For me, I would say watching the interns grow from curious beginners to serious-minded professionals has been a rewarding journey. This shows that we are not just solving for immediate needs, but we're creating a lasting impact and setting new standards for the tech ecosystem. This goes to show that with the right environment, mentorship, and belief in potential, anyone can rise, thrive, and lead. At Revent, we are building a future where the next generation can lead with skill and integrity.
My name is Chimolu Amadi. I'm the HR manager at Revent. Onboarding interns into full-time role is a very intentional process and it is quite seamless. This is because we focus on blending structured learning with real project experience. So by the time the interns are ready to transition, they are already fully embedded in our culture and the way we work. So I would say professionally, they don't just contribute, they lead. Amongst the interns that we have trained over the past year, you see those that take ownership, contribute to solving real life problems, and then building projects that are excellent, which of course raises the standard. The unique value Revent adds to the talent pipeline would be that we don't just create pipelines, we build or we shape innovators who think like owners, create with imagination, and move with speed.
Hi, my name is Tayo. Growth needs the right support system. And that's exactly what we provide for our students at Revent. We create environments where young people grow and they are well mentored, challenged, and also prepared for real-world impact. We've prepared a faculty that enables our interns to do real projects and job readiness training that actually allows them access to the real world. And this helps us to bridge the gap between education and execution. We're not just building people, we're building professionals from day one. And that's our goal. Investing in talent is actually our long-term strategy because we've seen it work and we've seen the visible impact that fuels innovation, that helps to grow economy, our communities, and also our nation. Every individual we invest in the program is able to multiply this impact across families, businesses, and also our society. Our dream is to ensure that everyone that participates in this program is able to create a visible impact in our society.
Revent Academy, Revent Internship, they are one and the same. So Revent Academy is the entity, while Revent Internship is the program itself. So pretty much, there's no difference. Why did we start this? As an organization, we outsource a lot of tech talents to top companies in the world. And one of the things we've discovered is that Africa has talent, Nigeria has talents, but we lack skilled talents. And that's one of the reasons why we started the Revent Internship Program under the auspices of Revent Academy. At Revent Technologies and Revent Academy, we believe that leadership is not something that you stumble into. Rather, Leadership and craftsmanship is something that you're deliberately built for. And this is the skill element that we talk about for African talents. Now, 2 pillars holds up this foundation for us: hands-on learning and mentorship. Hands-on learning, non-negotiable. Why? We live in a world that moves at the speed of innovation. It's a world where textbooks and theory don't cut it anymore. And that's why at Revent Academy, we immerse our students in real-world problems, real-world tools, and real-world consequences. The way we see it is this: when you start building with your own hands, whether it's in writing a piece of code, designing architecture, or leading a small team, you start thinking like an engineer, you start thinking like a builder, and you start seeing yourself as a leader. Failure becomes a teacher, not a threat. Your confidence grows, not because you're learning from theory, but because you're learning from tangible experiences. Mentorship. Even the most driven people can't exist in isolation. And that is why this second pillar underscores everything that we do at Revent Academy. When young talents work side by side with veterans, they don't just learn to build their skills, they also absorb mindsets, confidence, and past experiences that these veterans have experienced themselves. They see how to think strategically under pressure, how to recover from setbacks, how to communicate, how to collaborate effectively, and how to lead with integrity. A better way to summarize it is to say, look, mentorship collabs learning curves. And what it does is it helps to transform potential into excellence faster than any other textbook that you can read, or any course you can take, or any also you could ever get yourself into. You know how they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others.